Moveo started around 2 years ago. Both Panos and I were in the US. I was doing my PhD at the time, and Panos had finished some of his obligations. And we were, two guys in the US trying to think of something of value that we could start. And both Panos and I have a background in computer science, and more specifically natural language processing. I was doing my PhD in the intersection between databases and NLP. And we were thinking of, new ideas. We experimented with a few big NLP problems. And we thought of, this idea of trying to automate conversations that take a lot of time if they were handled by humans. Obviously was tackled a while ago with the so-called chatbots. And we did some research, and we found chatbots to be really mediocre, not being able to actually solve the problem that was, real automation and give real value to the company. And at the same time, the models that were out there were like too big and too unusable for like big companies, because it was very hard to fine-tune them on their own processes and their own data. So there are models out there that are like amazing, like GPT-3 and like big transformer models, but you can't really use them because you cannot really fine-tune them on your own use cases. And we thought that it'd be amazing to have a platform that a business user, and any business for that matter, can actually import their data and use real deep learning technologies in order to help their customers on their day-to-day. We started in the US. We were both in Boston at the time. It was coronavirus time. I was still doing my PhD. Panos had finished some of his obligations, and we were both in his apartment in Boston, working day and night for this. I remember trying to find like a POC to get started, try to figure out the best algorithms and the best proof of concepts such that we could pitch the idea and the product to customers. We were in the US for a short period of time, then we decided to go back to Greece, because we thought that since it's going to be the two of us who's going to be working initially, for us to support our expenses in the US, we would need like a lot of money that we didn't have at the time. So, instead of paying like a huge amount of money for rent and groceries and our lifestyle, we decided to come back to Greece, start again. Obviously, the cost of living here is minimal, such that we can bootstrap the company. And obviously, our dream is to go back to the US and manage to sell our product there. And we're in a good path towards this goal.